live. Wow, I can't remember where we were. So I think it was we left it just after. Excuse me, after the monks had investigated that floating island.
Well,
Yeah, we just found out that statuette is a disco ball.
Yeah, a fancy torch.
Well, it's probably worth something in a market somewhere. They seem to pay a pretty penny for magical things in the markets in Port Nyanzaru, so we could probably offload it for a nice princely sum of gold when we get back there sometime.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'll have some monetary value.
I love the way we can't get any magical items in this place, but when we try to sell it, yeah, you might get something. Right, so we had the boots we found, which we wanted to identify, but we can do that on the trip, and I think we agreed we're heading south, skirting the edge of the jungle, was that right? Just heading due south toward the Lost City?
Yeah, we rested up, didn't we? So you could spend 8 hours looking over the statuette, and Cade could learn his spells.
Correct.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So are we starting on the next day?
At the moment, I believe it's sort of mid-afternoon. So I think I think it's the next day after Fafuk had been looking over this statuette, because he'd figured that out, hadn't he?
Yep. And Cade had the spells, yeah.
So some. I mean, it takes some time. It takes like
it takes 1 hour per spell level.
Yeah. So did you? I think you did. You did some of them. Did you? How many did you do? Because I can't remember how many you did.
One level 3 spell, which took 6 hours, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just searching on my phone. 1 second.
Yeah, that was it.
I just rewatched video back. I think that's right.
Yeah, because of course the scribing spells and the studying of the magic items is like, something that time in addition to time that you need to spend resting.
Yeah. Of course.
It's all done, and now we're late afternoon, and I think we're camping, unless you want to be in the dark. I don't think so. I don't think any of us. Now we've all got a torch. I don't think we want to fight in the dark.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go really well.
Well, I was just thinking, because we've got this torch. Sorry, sadly, I was thinking today. Lazai's got a torch that glows green. Cade, you've got that magical ring that can give it light.
Yeah.
Does anyone else need light? Because I mean, if we can cast light.
No.
Would it make sense? Yeah, I was thinking, would it make sense to spread the light-emitting items around, just in case someone with dark vision actually needs light? So I mean, maybe Obold or Taklin could have this really ugly-looking torch, and if you desperately need light, you've actually got an option for it.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to have any light.
Yeah, well, don't forget, like, actual light, or rather, dark vision isn't into substitute for proper light either. So your vision is limited. It's everything's like, that sort of monotone, like black and white.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, if you want to carry a small lightish, I mean, how heavy is this item? Sorry, fully never said.
Sorry?
How heavy is it?
Heavy is it? That's a good question. I would say about I'd put it about £1. It's not huge.
So I mean, Would Tacklin or Ovold like to carry a pound's worth of torch just in case you need some light?
No.
No, I've got blind vision anyway, so whatever that one's called, the one that's above dark vision.
Cool. Okay, no, I thought I'd offer it out there. That's fine. Fufuk will hang on to it just in case. Right. I suppose we stay overnight, camp overnight, and then head off the next morning.
Okay. Righto. Okay. So just trying to make sense of why the clock says 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry?
We left it when that's when we found the floating rock.
All right. So I've just that's me. Then I've just not advanced the time. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Let me get the other thing because that didn't work properly anymore for some reason. So advance it to dawn the next day. Okay, so it's about 6:15 in the morning on the 20th of Fireseek. So yeah, you spend an hour eating, drinking, and breaking camp before you're ready to get on your way again. Unless there's anything different, anything in particular that you're wanting to do before you get on the way again.
Not really. Want to get going?
Just want to identify ritually on the boots.
Right.
Sorry, this will only take 2 minutes because I can fast identify, but then over the next as we have breaks during the course of the day, I can maybe suss something out about them. Might be useful.
Okay. Fair enough. Oops, dead. Right, so you don't, because you've already done detect magic, so you know the type of magic on it, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so you're gonna like keep at it for the rest of through the day then, yep. Okay, fair enough. Right, so we'll need survival checks then from both your standing scouts, wilderness people. One is navigating.
Oh. Just be a moment, I've got to reload. Gave me the transparent character sheet.
Rightio. Let me fill. I can't remember. So it's Tackling who's doing the
Navigating.
Navigating. It is indeed.
I'm foraging.
Yep, that's correct. Rightio. Okay.
So I make my roll nearer the end of the day.
No, it's because you're foraging as you're. No, we can do it at the beginning. I mean, it's obviously you're gathering stuff during the day, not as you're going, not at the end. So.
Oh, am I going to run into problems?
You what, sorry?
He's telling me I ain't got permissions to update settings, and it's got all that gobbledygook afterwards.
You can just ignore that.
Yeah, but every time I ended up getting that before, I ended up running into problems.
I've never not had it.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with some combinations of mods.
I've got 16 anyway for my survival check.
Okay. Right then, so you're able to, so as you travel along, you're able to gather source various bits of edible food to supplement the the other like food you got, the good berries and whatever magically conjured food you've got as well. So at least you got a bit of variety. Although you can make a nature check, Bold, while you're gathering this stuff.
Nature. Oh. 20. Dirty
Okay.
20.
Right. Okay. Right. So you might. So as you're gathering all this like food and stuff, and some root vegetables and fruit as you're travelling along. Luckily, you notice that some bananas that you gather are infested with some kind of insect larva. So you discard them, potentially avoiding something potentially nasty. Right. Anyway, so you carry on. Heading through the jungle, and around noon, your passage is blocked by a massive rocky ridge that runs as far as you can see to your left and your right, and it's this like crumbling, treacherous-looking rock face that stretches about maybe 300 or 400 feet up.
That's big. And we have to plot this continuing south.
Sorry?
We have to cross it continuing south.
Yes. So this is blocking your progress.
We see the ground at the bottom of the cliff, carefully peering over the edge.
Oh no! You are at the bottom. This is up.
Oh. Sorry, in my head it was the other way. Okay. Well, poop.
I can fly you up, guys. Pair by pair or something.
All of us.
Bit by bit, not all together.
Well, no. What you could do? Hang on. Yeah. How many of us? 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the ankylosaur.
And
Oh, not the ankylosaur. So we abandoned the ankylosaur.
Mm-hmm.
And Cade casts fly on 2 people, the strongest, and those 2 people bury the other 2 people up.
Okay, you can all make a spot, not spot hidden, a perception roll as well at this point.
So high, it's going to take longer than 10 minutes to fly.
Sorry, I don't know why it's rolled twice. Always take the first one, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, perception.
Okay.
Digits all the way tonight.
So Cade, probably due to their diminutive size, and Fook being not very attentive. So Luhai and Obold, you notice just away, maybe a few hundred yards off to your right, there's a looks like a cave entrance.
A cave?
But it's quite big. It's quite big, and it looks like there's like a carving. That the entrance is carved with a motif, like a sort of motif or a relief around the entrance.
Maze? This picture?
No, it is. If it's not a maze, it looks like it might be some kind of face. You'd have to go and have another look.
I say, guys, why don't we go and check out that cave over there?
Cool. Maybe it leads up to the surface.
Right. At this point as well, there's you hear a bit of a disturbance in the bushes off to sort of like behind you and to the left, and looking over, you see like two zombies come staggering out of the bushes, and they're like they look pretty in a pretty bad way. They've obviously been wandering the jungles for a long time. There's not much left of them, and there were some of these, and they've got that blue triangle sort of tattooed onto the forehead.
All right.
Haven't seen them for a long time, have we?
No. Not since near the river.
So they like stagger out of the out of the vegetation, and sort of stop for a moment. Then one of them spots you, and then they slowly turn and start shambling towards you.
Well, let's get into the cave. We can at least defend ourselves easier then. I don't want to turn that dead if there's only two of them.
This dinosaur fitting them. The dinosaur mount fitting.
Into this cave, no. It's still too small. Or rather, the thing's too big for that.
You know, this cave entrance, is it up on the wall or is it?
It's at
on the
ground level. It's at ground level.
Ground level. Okay,
To
sure.
So
the
as
foot of the cliff.
yeah, so as you get closer, you can see it's like it's carved. It's like a bas relief of like a monkey's face, and the cave mouth, the cave entrance being its mouth.
Do I recognize this, symbol by any chance?
I suppose you can make a history check at a disadvantage. Would it be history or religion? History or religion at disadvantage.
As we're running back, I'll say to Fafuk, I think your spiritual flame spell works quite well on them.
Yeah. I'll sacred flame the zombies in turn.
Okay. Right.
Dex 13 checks.
Okay.
If you want to.
Sorry, I don't know why it's rolling double everything.
Yeah, I'll take the first one.
Yeah, no, the disadvantage is at 12.
All right, okay. Right, so while Fafuk's blasting these things, so yeah, they both failed their dex saves anyway.
Give me a second.
So you seem to remember overhearing while you're in way back when you were in Port Yanzadu, you're like something about a monkey animal spirit.
Animal spirit of who?
That you don't know. It's some kind of monkey animal spirit, maybe called Wanga or Wonga or Winga, something like that. something like that. You're not sure. It's just something you vaguely remember. Think you overheard.
All right.
So right, for you like hit these two zombies, and they both go down. Like I said, look like they're in quite a bad state, and as they like fall to the floor, about 10 or 15 more come shambling out.
Oh,
Right,
from the jungle, and a little bit off to your other side, to your left, another 3 or 4 come shambling out, and you can hear this sort of strange sort of wailing noise coming from the jungle.
Sounds like we're being herded towards this cave. I accept the inevitability and hop into the cave after checking for any magical traps if I can.
Sorry?
I try and check for any traps before hopping into the cave.
It'll take too long.
I'll let you. You can have a very brief scan check, so you can do a perception at disadvantage, I guess, as you head into the cave.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow! Oh wow!
Right. Okay. So yeah, it appears it seems to be safe. So you're all heading in, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. So as you head in to this cave mouth, there's, like I say, it's this carving of this monkey head's about 20 feet tall, and beyond its pursed, smirking lips is a tunnel that quickly narrows down to maybe about 10 feet wide, and just like disappears into this cliff.
We'll quickly get his equipment off of this dino and let it go.
Okay. Okay, right. You have to fend off a few of these. A few of the zombies that get a little bit too close for comfort as you're trying to retrieve your stuff. What are you gonna do? You're gonna head in, or you're gonna stand your ground here, or what are you gonna do?
We're head in, I think.
I think it depends. If there's like 10 to 12 of them, I'll probably try and turn them to destroy as many as possible. But if they just keep coming, or if it looks like there's like this never-ending stream that's slowly growing, then we'll just head straight in. Otherwise, does that make sense? Otherwise, we're using up a resource to turn. It's not really doing much.
Okay,
Could
so
really do with,
sorry, go on.
I would say we could really do with knowing if this cave's actually going to go anywhere, because if not, we're just going to get trapped in and penned in.
Yeah.
So would it be worthwhile somebody just nipping through, having a quick look, see how far it goes, see if there's a light at the other end or something?
So it goes
I don't
as
mind
far as you
holding-
can. There's a tunnel that goes as far as you can see, a straight tunnel.
I don't mind holding this gate. I've got.
Well, you Fafuk and Kate stay here. I suggest that me and Lu Hai probably go forward
Sounds like a plan.
because we're the quickest, so we can run further down and then back again quicker.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Activate
Yeah,
meat shield
okay.
mode.
Right. Okay. So Fafuk and or rather Lu Hai and Obold head down the tunnel.
Get my torch out, Phil.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Like I say, it's
I'll-
sorry. Go on.
I'll scan the ceiling quickly.
Okay. Make a perception roll then. So yeah, you head down this tunnel goes way beyond the light of your vision and your torch and the light from your torch, and this tunnel is quite obviously been artificially at least artificially worked. Whether it's in fact it might whether it's completely artificial or not, it's hard to tell because it looks really old. But it's certainly been sort of sort of worked and widened and shaped. As you see, it's got slightly arched ceiling to it, and it's quite it's rough, but it's quite uniform in the floor and the walls. And every so often there's like carvings and bas reliefs of like monkeys and monkey faces, and also and other sort of sort of images of jungle flora and fauna.
Would this be related to the trickster gods? Like that snake statue was?
Possibly. There's you do see some after you get maybe about 50 feet down, you do see like some cuneiform writing carved into the rock, which looks like some more older Emuan. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the entrance, there's about 10 or 12 of these zombies sort of encroaching on the approaching the entrance to the tunnel. At which point your temporary mount panics and charges off, flattening a few of them as it goes.
Nice.
Good boy.
Brilliant. I would say, I'd try a turn. If I can clear the slot with no more, then that's great. And we can probably pick off the rest quite quickly. By like sacred flaming them as they come, and then do a big turn, and then sacred flame any leftovers. Between Cade and me, we could probably cantrip them all to death. But if it looks like there's more coming after that, then we'll retreat back into the cave. Is there a way to block the cave, like loose rocks or?
There's nothing. There's no like. So then, like I said, the opening is quite wide. So there's no like sort of large rocks nearby that you could easily use to block it.
Right. I think I'll first do a turn. I think I'll do a turn and to see if I can blast the slot, or are they more constantly coming out of the jungle?
So if you look, you peer left and right out the cave entrance, you can see probably over about a distance or a few hundred yards, there's more stragglers, zombies, sort of just in small, in like just one or two, or in small groups, sort of coming out of the jungle.
I think we turn, destroy the slot, and then head back into the tunnel and try and outpace them, because there's no way for us to block this entrance. What do you guys think? Looks like we're surrounded.
As it sounds, what happens to the zombies? Do they just disappear, or do they die dead? Could we create their own barrier of undead? Block them off with their own bodies?
Probably. Might take a while. I mean, it's not a question I've ever had to ask, but how many dead bodies do you need to stack up to make a 6-foot wall?
Probably quite a lot.
Yeah. I think I'll try and blast everything in a 30-foot radius. And then we'll head into the tunnel.
Okay. So what's the save does it need to make again?
So I'm just thinking this through quickly. If I do a turn undead, is there like a big dome of power that appears, or just like a visible, or is it just like an invisible?
Yeah, it's invisible. Yeah. So it's just like an invisible radius.
Yeah, I'll try and keep inside the mouth. I don't want to be like bait.
Yeah.
I want to kind of destroy the ones that know about us, and then we like back into the cave. So hopefully the zombies don't realize and go off somewhere else.
Stealthily taken out.
Yeah. So I turn. It's a DC. It should be a DC 15 wisdom save.
Okay. So what's Tackling and Cade doing while Fafouk attempts to use his divine powers to?
I'm watching his back. Ready for action if anyone turns up.
Okay.
Tackling will be in front.
Okay. Radio. In which case, Cade, can you make a perception roll?
So I don't know why it's rolling twice. So always take the first one. Okay, 6.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Right.
All quiet on the western front. That's what Kate said.
Right. So Fafouk attempts to turn this first group of zombies that's approaching. Right. So most of them just instantly collapse to the ground, where a couple seem to resist your attempts and head towards you. One moment. Somebody's knocking on the door. 1 second.
Oh dear.
I think we're better off just running down the tunnel, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm thinking we can't really. What I was hoping was that we could take out enough.
Okay, I'm back.
They kind of forget about us. I was thinking of minor illusion, something out there towards the jungle, sounds or something, just to kind of attract them away from us. But I needed to hear what Phil had to say first before I deployed my distraction techniques.
Okay, so Cade, so yeah, like I said, a couple of them still resist your attempts to turn them, and if they hadn't seen you before, drawn by your voice, yeah, exaltations to Ola Demera, they head. They're heading straight towards you. Cade, you're sort of watching everybody's back, glancing down the tunnel, and as you're like just moving about just inside the back of this entrance, you step on something and it depresses into the floor.
Was it a balloon?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So you look down and what looked like a rock, or just like a bump in the floor. It looks to have been some kind of button. It's like completely depressed into the floor, and you all suddenly hear a grinding noise, and dust and grit start showering down from around the entrance.
I like to clasp some. How far I am from the entrance?
Only about 10 feet, so 5-10 feet behind Fafuk and Tackling.
It's going to be a big
where is
boulder.
everyone? Where is everyone else?
They're Orbold and Lou High have disappeared out of sight. They've gone down the tunnel.
Okay, I showed danger, and I try to move out of the way, whatever is coming.
Okay, so Fafuk and Tackling, right? You can, yeah, like I say, you can hear this grinding noise, and there's this like dust start showering down. As Cade shouts.
I leg it into the cave.
Okay, right. So in front of you, you can see the like top lip and jaw of this carving of the monkey. It just starts coming down, closing off the entrance.
Oh, run inside then.
Okay, right. So it slowly but surely closes. There's time to get. There's more than enough time to get out on the other side. The outside it if you want to.
Go and join the zombies.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
So as it's almost closed, one of the zombies reaches it and starts to like claw its way underneath, just as the mouth comes to a closes shut on it and severs it at the waist, and it gives a sort of a silent moan, lies still for a moment, and then so it starts clawing its way forward, detached from its lower torso.
Let's go up and punt it.
You're not there. So anyway,
Blame on it.
okay.
If it's still sorry, I'm getting distracted by work, so I just thought sacred blame on it if it's still twitching away.
Okay, right, yeah. So it'll automatically fail.
Do you want me to roll damage?
Can do. Yeah. So it stops moving. It's dead. Right. So meanwhile, like I say, you come to a spot where there's like there's this cuneiform old Emuan text sort of carved into the wall.
We don't know what all done we, do we?
No.
No, we ain't got the helm.
Oh, I don't think there's out here anyway, so we can report back, can't we?
Yeah.
Tunnel keeps going as well.
We're only going to have a quick look up ahead, a quick scout, and that was it.
Okay.
We might as well come to you, aren't we? There's no point you coming back for us to walk back down again.
Well, they don't know. You don't know that. They don't know that either.
All right, we'll meet you halfway then.
That what you're doing? You three setting off toward the direction that Luhai and Obol went?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you meet. You know, you meet up further down the tunnel then.
Can I make a stone cunning check on the history of these tunnels?
You can make a. Let me just check on the technicalities of that wonderful skill that you have.
Barely gets used.
Yeah.
I will make it useful one day.
Stone. Is it? It's under dwarf, isn't it?
Dwarf.
For some reason, search didn't bring it up. Dwarf. Stone cunning. Where is it? Stone cunning. Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check instead of your normal proficiency bonus. Oh, I suppose you can.
Okay. So that's my proficiency is +3, so that'd be +6.
Yep. Oh wow. Okay. Right. So yeah, you can tell that this tunnel is definitely man-made. It's not. It's all man-made. It's not been widened or anything. It's been cut. The whole thing's been cut from by hand from the rock. And it's about. Guess you judge from the look of it that it's about 200 years old.
Okay.
There's a slight. You can detect. There's a slight incline to the tunnel,
Going up.
and it's going.
Cool.
Yeah, it's going upwards. Yeah,
Awesome.
barely
I'll be
perceptible, but it is
listening
going up.
to
Okay.
That's good news.
So what are you doing?
We've
Dave,
found
so-
some writing if you want to have a look at it. With your helmet on.
Yeah, it seems to be older Mewan.
As I recall, Kate's got the helmet now.
Hello. Anybody? What are you doing?
Sorry, what was the question?
So we've found some older Mewan that needs translating.
Okay, well, who's got the helmet?
Cade.
That's me.
Yeah, I'll lend it to whoever needs it. No problem.
Oh, you could just use it.
Together yet? Have we rejoined the monks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, okay, you can then just read it then.
So what's happening?
Cade's reading it using the helmet.
Okay. Okay. So right. So. Sorry, I can't tell if somebody's talking. Is that just feedback for something else? Must be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, Cade, you stick on the helmet and look at this text. So it says, "Welcome to the trials of Wongo. Mighty spirit of Omu.
Right.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, can you repeat, please?
Welcome to the trials of Wongo, mighty animal spirit of Omu.
Okay, I translate this and tell the rest of the guys in common what I need.
Okay.
I guess we best be on best lookout then, aren't we?
Okay.
Yeah. Wonder what's going to be in here now then.
So let me just bring up marching on. So like I said, the tunnel's about 10 feet wide. And as you carry on, it narrows. It starts to get gradually narrower until it's almost you're almost brushing your shoulders, almost brushing against the side. It's at its widest. At its widest, it's no more than 5 feet. Let me just get that
Doubly
marching
careful for traps, knowing that we've just stepped on one, haven't we?
Indeed.
Floors, ceilings, walls.
Okay, so 5 foot wide. So marching order according to this is tackling, Luhai, Fafut, Cade, then Obold. Is that correct?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Sure, if you like. Just got to step away for 2 minutes.
No problem. Right.
You guys.
Okay, so you follow the tunnel for about a few hundred feet or so, and up ahead through your light picks up a door or a carving or something blocking the passage, or hopefully or whether it's a dead end or not, you're not sure until you draw closer, and it appears to be some kind of doorway or something. And but the whole thing's carved in like a bas relief of this really sort of hideous looking monkey. It's looks like it's silently like a silent screech.
Approach with caution.
Okay. Right, as you get closer, you can see that like it's the two incisors on its top jaw are clearly some kind of they're not they're clearly some kind of levers. They're not hidden as such.
Do they look like they get pushed or pulled or twisted?
Well, it looks like they can be pulled or pushed by the look of it. Like I say, they're not hidden or anything. It's you can't see it at a distance. So once you're up close, you can see there's these quite blatantly these teeth are quite blatantly levers.
Is there anything directly below them?
No, well, other than the nothing. No.
I'm just thinking whether or not going to pull them down into his gob.
No.
Anybody else have any other ideas?
Lever them.
Should we do it together at the same time? Can one person do it, Phil, or?
Well, it's only two people could get there. Could stand it in front of it at a push.
I mean, I don't mind doing it, but
Go for it, tackling.
It's the mechanics and the physics of it. Yeah. So just have a quick look at what it is then, Phil, and then see if I can figure out if you have to turn it or pull it or push it or.
It looks like so having a quick look, it looks like you can just push up into the mouth of the into the roof of the mouth.
Yeah. So I'll do that both at the same time then.
Okay.
One One hand on either tooth, pushed up.
Okay, right. Yeah, so you do that, and as you push it up, there's a little bit of resistance, and you push it up, and as you push it up into the roof of the mouth, there's a hissing noise, and a jet of gas, of blue misty gas, is ejected from the mouth of this door. This
Ooh.
spewing out of its mouth and filling the corridor. You can all
That's not
make
good.
a Constitution saving throw.
Delicious.
I fucking knew I was going to fail that.
Constitution. Oh, we're going to go on to a 1.
So mine is the first one, Phil, 18.
Okay, so what we got? We're 23 from tackling, 6 from Luhai, a 10 from Obold, and an 18 from Cade. So we just need one for Fook.
I don't know what his Constitution is.
Oh, I believe Lou's back. Or is he? Can he hear us? I'm not sure. Just give him a moment. There we go.
He can't hear. He's just thumbs up. He's still muted.
Right. Okay. Let me just double check that.
His con is +2, so if anyone want to roll D20.
Oh, he's just done it.
Done the thing.
Uh,
I rolled a 19. Nah.
Okay, let's see. So, Orbald and Luhai, can you roll a percentage, please?
No!
What's on Nerf?
Sorry?
What's on Nerf?
Oh, yeah.
Is it the D100 dice at the end?
Yeah. Ooh, that's either
69
really
and
good or really
8.
bad. 50-50 the way that's going, Lee.
Let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna bother pushing this. So Lee, Luhai is suddenly overcome with like this overwhelming compulsion to repeat some like mundane task over and over. So it can be something like washing your hands, touching something in particular, praying, counting coins. Some behaviour that is your choice. He feels an overwhelming compulsion just to keep doing it. So like a obsessive compulsive.
I wonder if it's mad monkey fever.
We've seen that before, but it's a bit
Back at that
different,
camp.
isn't it? I mean, most of those guys turn into psychopaths.
Shit.
Sorry, who's got the compulsion? Just for my notes.
So Luhai and Obold. You were all 69. Okay, so Obold, you sorry.
And I suggest a compulsion. You roll 69.
So it's not a compulsion for Obold. So Obold, you begin to experience uncontrollable tics and tremors, which from now on until I tell you you're told otherwise, imposes. It's so severe that it imposes disadvantage on your attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws that involve strength or dexterity.
Oh dear.
Oh, surely.
So yeah, so like Obol starts like twitching and shaking and like really visible, like as if he's got really severe case of like Parkinson's disease or something.
Did we
Joy.
see?
Sorry.
Did we see when they made the save? Did we see what happened?
Yes. So the old corridor, the old tunnel, were like filled with this blue gas.
Oh, sorry. Right, I missed that part. So yes, it sounds horribly like. I think you're absolutely right there, Dan, about the monkey fever.
So yeah, so Luhai, you need to Ali, you need to decide on what this obsessive behaviour is for Luhai, which might cause problems. And yeah, so whereas Obols is so he's just quite visibly like shaking and twitching and.
I think you got the better end of that deal, to be honest, Lee. Jammy git.
Jammy. I'd call the people who saved against it jammy.
Fook hasn't got remove curse memorized, but can try that after a long rest, see if that helps at all. I know it didn't help for blue monkey fever, but did we find out what the cure was?
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't think we did.
No.
No, we didn't.
We have to kill loads of them. You have to kill loads of them things where Nanny Poo Poo is.
Yeah, we decided we couldn't.
Yeah, she knows the cure, but she would only give us it if we slaughtered that whole white tribe.
Terrafolk.
Yeah. Women, children, and the old pensioners, which Luhai wouldn't have a problem with.
No.
The women and children maybe, but not the pensioners.
I won't have a problem with any.
So yeah, so the obsessive compulsive behaviour that Luhai's got, it might be a problem. It might present itself as a problem in certain situations. But yeah, so you need to decide what that is though for him, for Luhai, Lee. And communicate that to the group. Right, so yeah, so this gas fills the corridor and then slowly dissipates, and the effects of it are visible upon Obold at least.
Yeah, I'm going to drag myself back. So I'm at least 40 feet away from that doorway.
Okay.
So try to reach a door, and then the gas filled the corridor.
Yeah, so like the incisor teeth, incisors on the like sculpture, the like carving of the door could be pushed up into the roof and mouth. So they were obviously levers. It weren't hidden or anything, but they were just like made into as part of the carving. So you can push them up, push them back, and so they go up into the roof of the mouth. And it was when tackling pushed them both up, it ejected this gas.
But the door's now open.
No.
Well, info penny, info pound. Do you want to open the door, see what we're dealing with?
It hasn't opened the door.
No, I'm not asking you.
Oh,
Open the door. Dan,
Yeah.
can you open
Yeah.
the door?
Oh, I thought you were sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Open the door.
I'm going to move
If we
back,
can,
Phil.
because-
it doesn't open.
Oh, right. Okay.
No one's giving it a 1 server, by the way. I'll shout down the corridor.
Okay. If we can go,
So, go on.
I was about to say, if we can go and try and investigate the door and see if there's a way to open it, if it's locked or any more traps, perhaps.
Okay. So as you approach it as well, these incisor teeth, these levers, slowly like return to the original position. You can make an investigation check, I suppose.
Let me see. Can we see where the gas came out of?
You can make an investigation check. Oh, look at that! Lovely. Well done. So yeah, you can see, you find the spot the spot where the gas appears to have been ejected from. And like say, you can see these levers, but you can't. Obviously, the mechanism, it's all must be hidden inside the actual door. But it looks like, mechanically, it looks like these levers are meant to are definitely somehow connected with the lock. You know what's holding the door, the locking mechanism of the door. But there must be something more to it beyond this mechanism.
Can I block the holes where the gas comes out of with like some scraps of cloth or
You can try,
something?
you can do that, yeah.
Try to use some damp cloth. I assume everything's damp. Use some damp cloth and just like jam them into the holes to try and prevent the gas coming out again.
Okay, yeah, you managed to do that. You managed to like jam some strips of cloth or whatever into it, blocking the hole.
And then I assume that it's going to be like if the two fangs together don't open the doors, then maybe it's like one fang or the other fang, or maybe they don't rotate or twist
No.
out.
So
The,
so from looking at it, it looks like that is the correct thing to do with them. But you get the impression that there's something more to it. There's something beyond this mechanical operation.
look around the door. Maybe is there like a pressure plate? So like the old thing where there had to be two people, one on top of the other.
Oh, try saying "mighty animal spirit of Omu" and then moving it, just to be on the safe side.
Do we just want to do a little bit more investigation first, so we don't all get poisoned?
Well, hopefully I'm out of range. I don't want to be poisoned again. Not after that.
Yeah, so before I touch anything else, it's like, are they like, can I see pressure plates?
No, so there's nothing else. That's what I mean. There's nothing else mechanical. You can't find anything. There's obviously there's some mechanical elements to it, but all you can find are these levers that are like stylizers to make them look like the teeth. Any other mechanism must be hidden inside the actual door. But pushing these levers up, from what you can tell, should open it. But there's something else. It requires something else. It's obviously that's part of it, but it's obvious there's something. From the investigation, you suspect there's something else to it.
Okay.
But there's no other mechanical mechanism you can find around the door beyond these levers.
Okay. Well, I try to follow Opal's suggestion about calling on the Omu thing, whatever he said.
Mighty animal spirit of Omu.
And give a go on the.
Sorry. So what exactly are you doing?
So I'm going to quote the thing that Obold told me, which I assume you found out from somewhere.
It was what was written in the tunnel. Welcome to the trials of Wongo, mighty animal spirit of Omu. So try that.
Okay, mighty animal spirit of Omu. Is that right? Wongo.
Yeah.
The mighty animal spirit of Wongo. And then take a deep breath and push on the incisors.
Sorry,
and try and...
just say that again, Louis. It broke up for me a bit. I didn't quite hear what you're saying.
I'm quoting what we saw on the doorway. The mighty animal spirit of Omu, and naming it. I think you said it was Wongo.
Yeah.
And then pushing on the incisors, seeing if that magically somehow allows it to open.
Right. Okay. So you do that, and as you do it, you feel them click into place, and it swings open.
Ah. Nice. I give Obold a thumbs up. I check my traps and then proceed through.
I guess they helped him out.
Yeah. So the doorway pushes inwards, and you see the tunnel continues beyond that.
Cool.
So have you decided what Luhai's compulsion is yet?
Have I? Hell no.
Okay.
How about compulsive fingernail cleaning? But like hands
Bites
and
his nail.
feet. But toenails as well.
Okay, so we're resuming the marching order then? Yes? No?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to stay at the back.
Yeah, you're at the back anyway, weren't you?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm gonna have to stay at the back now.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so you head along the tunnel for another 100 feet or so, and you start coming across ahead of tackling. You can see, tackling ahead of you. You can see another series of carvings of monkey faces just lining, covering the walls to the left and right on the left and right side of the tunnel from floor to ceiling. So almost like a mosaic of carved mosaic of interlocking monkey faces.
I'll warn everyone that there's these monkey faces coming up, and monkey faces have historically not been very kind to us. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, just take care, have a look and see what it says again.
So there's
there's
no writing here.
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
How many faces?
Probably a few hundred.
Oh wow.
Of different sizes. Some of them are like the size of your fist. Some about the size of your
I have to
head.
step away for a sec, guys.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Some are different sizes, size of your fist, size of your hand.
Yeah, size of your fist, size of your face. Yeah.
Do they all look same?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. I mean, they're not exact copies because they're hand carved, so there's some variation, but
they depict the same thing.
yes.
Okay.
What is it? Is it flagged or is it sort of natural stone floor?
It's carved, yeah. So it's all been tackling was able to tell everybody that the whole tunnel has been like cut by hand from the rock. So this whole thing it's not a natural tunnel that's been widened. It's been cut by hand, and it's about 200 years old.
So the faces, are they like holes, like for the eyes and mouth? In other words, the keeps thinking blow darts, traps, or something.
So there is. So as you look at the ones that are closest to you, you can see that there is a hole in the mouth, a small hole about the size of your finger end, Like I said,
Ooh.
there's like hundreds of these faces.
Do they stop, like, let's say, a foot above the ground? So if you like lay on their
No,
stomachs,
they're
and
from the floor to the ceiling, and they like I said, the ceiling of the tunnel is slightly arched, so they go from the so you can
yeah,
see
gotcha.
if they're all the way up and then up, yeah.
I mean, we don't have enough buttons to like jam the mouth shut.
No.
Better have a look over just to see if there's anything that we can see, like pattern wise, or if anything stands out.
Okay, I suppose you can make an investigation roll. You'll have to make it at a disadvantage though, of course, because you can only, unless you're wanting to actually step into this section of the tunnel where the carved faces are.
Oh, I'm not doing it because I'm at disadvantage anyway.
All right.
Well, that means it doesn't make a difference for you then.
Disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks.
Right.
Double twos. I just rolled double twos.
Oh, I'll have a look after for Fuchs headbutted the wall a few times. I've also headbutted the wall.
What is that? What's going on there?
Well, the first one wasn't bad. It were a 15, but then I got a 2.
Well, people think is immensely suspicious. I mean, obviously. Is it worth burning a level 3 spell though? How far to the end of the tunnel?
Sorry? How far to the end of the tunnel?
Yeah.
So the tunnel goes beyond as far as beyond the range of your light and your vision. This the carved bit, it's hard to tell. Maybe the carved section maybe isn't as long as it doesn't extend that far.
Cast light on a pebble or something and just toss it down the passage to see how much I can light up.
Okay, so yeah, you can see from that it goes about 100, 120 feet. This carving, and then it's hard to be certain, but it looks like the tunnel extends, continues on, but the carvings only extend about maybe 100, 120 feet along this section of the tunnel.
Oh wow. I mean, I've got a shield, and Tacklin's got a shield. So maybe if
I wonder if you're going to say that phrase again. Because we haven't found any other writing, so maybe that phrase protects you.
Yeah, okay. The tunnel is only on.
I'm back.
Who wants to say the phrase and go first?
Yeah,
So-
I'll do it.
What
The
Tacklin's?
druid. The
What?
druid.
Go on, sorry.
So
So
Yeah, I'll say the phrase and set off walking towards, but I'll have my shield out as well just in case.
Okay. Right. So you get about 10 feet in, and suddenly there's like you feel like these like gusts, like compressed gusts of air, like compressed air shooting out at you, and sort of blue sort of bolts like of energy like shoot out from these mouths all around you. So in front of you, behind you, all around you. So you're gonna have to make a wait a wait.
We're not missing any information here, are we? It's not like we've walked past something. We just literally.
Well, I
smashed
can't.
into
Obviously, if you've missed something, I'm not going to tell you that you've missed something.
We've just rolled investigate. We rolled that good investigation and still got fucking
Yeah,
close.
you did. Right, so you will have to make a. If you want to continue down this tunnel, you're going to have to make dexterity saves.
I get through to advantage. Don't think I
So
can see
you
him
will.
here.
Let's see. So your movement rate is
My movement rate is 35.
35. So you'll need three. I'd need to make 3 dexterity saves.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's 1. Two. Okay, so yeah, so as tackling steps into things, there's like this sort of sound of like it sounds like compressed air, and all these darts, these blue darts are like blue energy, like come shooting out from all over all around him, and he sort of ducks and weaves and rolls and dodges, and somehow manages to avoid these darts until he's almost out the tunnel, and then he's suddenly hit by a barrage of about 3 of them. And you take, let's see, wait, wait. You take 15 points of force damage as they hit you.
Cancel. Minus 15.
So,
I'll relay the. I'm sure everybody's just seen what's happened.
Yeah, so I'm sure they
but
have, yeah.
I'll relay what. It doesn't feel very nice, and it feels quite difficult to get through. So, can I start investigating this side to see if there's any way of turning them off?
Yeah, sure.
While everybody else.
Can you cover that light stone?
Yeah, I'll stand on the light stone if I can. Phil.
Sorry, you're gonna what? Sorry.
That light stone that got thrown down.
All right, okay.
I'll just pick it up and hold it in my hand. So
Right, yeah, no problem.
I'll get everyone to move back with the light. I'm just going to do a couple of quick shadow steps, Phil.
Okay, how quickly do they work?
They're is it bonus action?
Right, so it's two. So essentially 2 actions, then, yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Right.
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, so you just just 1 save then, as you like pop.
Here we go.
So this will be at disadvantage, of course.
Yeah, this is what I was hoping to avoid.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so midway down the tunnel, you get pummeled by about 3 of these energy darts, and you take 15 points of force damage, but manage to skip, then shadow step out at the other end, just almost colliding with tackling.
I'd suggest to Lou
does
High you might be able to leg it.
Does evasion work with that?
As what, sorry?
Evasion work with that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, will evasion work with it?
Let me just double check, unless you can pop it up into chat.
Hang on. Features, evasion.
Monk evasion. 7th
There you go.
level. Let's see, dodge out where certain effects such as dragon breath fire subjected to I was make dexterity so half damage. Instead take no damage. So yes, yeah, it would work for that. So yeah, you take half that damage instead then. Rounded up.
nice.
So what was that, 15?
So 15,
8.
so it'll be 8. Yeah.
8.
So 8 instead of 15.
I don't know why it's posted up again.
Who's next?
Who's going next?
Well, I was going to say that Lou High should be able to run up it, to be fair. Because it would only be 2 actions for Lou High, because you can move 90 feet in a round, can't you?
printed, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
to be
length?
fair, if you spent a chi point, you could actually run 180 feet. So it would be one action.
What's length for it? 60, did you say?
No, about
100, I think.
about 100, 120, something like that.
I'll use the chi point, Phil.
Okay, so you're gonna like do your, what is it? Step of the wind, is it?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
So you could take an action to do a dash, and then do step of the wind using a chi point to do another dash. So it's 180 feet and around.
Lightning.
Okay, so that'll be just one dexterity save then.
Let's see. Ooh, baby.
Okay, right, yeah. So you get through. You dash. Just a blur as Lu Hai dashes up this tunnel, evading successfully. Managed to avoid getting struck by any of these darts.
Well, I suppose it's me and Cade next. I mean, I don't know if Cade, if you cast fly on yourself, you could probably get from one end to the other.
Faster than him walking.
If you dash, you could
Well,
run 20 foot.
Yeah, what was this, distance I need to cover?
About 100, 120 feet.
And do I have to do this in one turn or?
Ideally.
Mhm.
You want to do it as quickly as
Oh.
possible.
Okay, so how about if I cast fly on you and me and we just fly over?
Oh, that would be awesome. I mean,
Okay.
it costs you a level 4 slot, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. So I'm casting fly on Fufuk and myself, and we are just, in a nice, elegant way, we just fly over.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Dash
what's
fly.
what's the movement speed? It's 60, is it?
That's
Yeah,
correct.
60 feet. So if we dash, it could be 120.
Okay, so there'll just be the one dex save from each of you then.
Does it still activate, though, because they're flying?
It does.
Okay, I like to use my divination roll, which was 17 plus my modifier.
Okay.
Oh, you cheeky sod.
So
Right, yeah, so Cade,
make it 20.
okay.
Dirty 20.
So Cade likes to elegantly whirls and rolls and ducks and dives, swerves between all these bolts and lands perfectly on his feet.
Oh!
Remember our show, in that not circus, in that theater thing, variety club. So that's what I'm practicing for again.
Yeah, you see, unfortunately for Fook, goes off kilter and starts pinballing its way down the from side to side, like bang, 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 all the way down.
Okay, so yeah, as fast as you are, you still get hit by quite a few of these darts. So you take 15 points of force damage.
I skid to a halt on my face. next to tackling. I don't think I did that right.
Oops.
What's next?
Okay.
Another trap.
Quite possibly. Oops. Right. Oops. Okay. So you go. Oh, again, echoed, but I'm echoing back again from somebody. So you go another 100 feet or so, and again tackling ahead of you. You can see more of these carved monkey faces, but this time they're on the floor. They cover the floor.
Oh.
and the ceilings, the ceiling of this tunnel is this part of the tunnel is slightly higher, maybe about 15 feet high in total, and jutting at angles from the ceiling are numerous vicious, or rather wicked, nasty looking spikes of some like black obsidian looking stone.
Relay this information to the group.
So this appears to cover covers about a stretch of about 30 feet of the tunnel.
How long is the fly spell left?
10 minutes.
So yeah, potentially it could still be active, the fly spell.
Do an investigation, see if there's a way to perhaps cross the room, maybe utilizing the fly spell without to not set things off. Do the little monkey faces have holes in them again?
Suppose you can make an investigation roll.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it. Well, Phil.
Okay.
Oops.
I recommend Cade investigates because he's really quite a clever little halfling sometimes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you take turns looking, because it's, like I say, it's quite narrow. But neither Fafuk or Luhai, notice anything of use.
You know the first row of monkey faces?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll attempt to touch one with my staff, but at arm's length. I'm not under the nasty looking spikes.
Okay.
Stalactites.
Okay. Right. As you do, it depresses. You put some weight on your staff and depresses slightly, and it does. There's a massive, a really massive, forceful blast of air shoots out of the mouths of these carvings, so much so that it almost rips the staff out of your hand.
Ah, so it's going to shoot you up into the air,
It could do.
into the spikes.
Could do.
Does Cade's investigation highlight anything to somehow disable it?
It's a 9.
Wow.
One moment.
I'm distracted, my stomach is trembling, I'm hungry.
Well, we came to the cross using blink. Because he'll can go ethereal and then sort of like run across in a different dimension. But that doesn't help anybody else. Is there a way to just... does the investigation cover us trying to find out how to disable it?
I mean, I can get across. But I think Cade might, because I've seen him use Misty Step before. I don't know if he's got that ready, but I think that would get him across.
I do.
What's area again?
It's about 30
feet.
foot. It covers about 30 foot.
Misty Step is exactly 30 foot.
So you know this first row of monkey faces.
Uh-huh.
Gonna try out different ones with my staff to see which one.
So they all do
Doesn't.
exactly the same. So as soon as there's like any pressures put on them, it triggers this violent blast of it. Yeah.
So there's no safe pass.
Well, no, the two of us are still flying, so we can probably get across quickly while we still got the fly spell. Fafuk will grit his teeth and float a leg over the top of the monkey face without touching it, seeing if it sets up a blast.
No, nothing happens.
He swoops across to the other side.
Okay. Right. So yeah, you get across without incident.
Like quick, Cade. Or do you want to stay there and cast fly on people? Because it's a touch spell.
I could probably get across the wall. Could
Could I
monks run
carry
across
someone
the
on
wall?
flying?
Can you cast that spell ritually?
No.
No.
What were tackling saying?
Could the monks run across the wall?
No. But I can get across anyway. But
Oh yeah.
I think Lu Hai can again use this same ability he used last time, because as well as it being used to help him run faster, it also doubles his jump.
Oh, that's good. However, he's tackling. Could carry him across and fly across?
Probably not with all my stuff. But I could just spider attack and just walk across wall.
Oh, nice. Good thinking. Right. So, Cade, you fly across, join me, and the rest can make their own way using their different abilities.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Well-
So Cade easily flies across the gap, completely avoiding the traps.
Man, pistol.
So that just leaves.
I somersault in the air on the other side. Easy.
So that just leaves tackling and Lu Hai. Oh, Obold as well. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I've not gone yet because I've got to wait for the light to disappear.
Yeah, so I'll turn into a spider and walk across wall, Phil.
Okie dokie. Right there. Yeah, that works. No problem. Are you changing back when you get to the other side, or?
No, I'll stick as spider for now. I've got an hour, so I'll just see what happens when I get to the
Okay,
side.
right. It's slowing your movement down to half because of the size of the tunnel.
You'll have to
So you have to
just walk along the
squeeze.
wall because it won't be wide enough for you to walk along the floor.
Okay, fine, whatever. But I can walk on walls.
Yeah,
obviously.
fair enough. Okay, so that's just Obold and Lu Hai then. Still on the other side.
I'll go after Lu Hai. Like I said, I've got to wait for the light to disappear before I can go.
So presumably people's putting the lights out so Obold can.
I think he's waiting till I jump across.
Yeah, waiting until he jumps across first, and then they can move further up, so I can.
Right. Okay.
I can go that way.
Go on then. So what does that do with your jump?
Doubles his jump distance for that turn.
Double jump.
It just takes a run up, and it gets double jump.
It's still not going to be far, long enough, I don't think.
So long jump. You can cover a number of feet up to your strength if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So if you've got at least 10 feet run up, then you can cover up to your strength. So with your thing, that's doubled, is it?
Yeah.
And your strength is?
12.
12. So yeah, that's going to land you just short.
Step of the wind.
What? So that's like your speed, just running speed, isn't it? So that's still you're still gonna have to make one check.
And a check.
Sorry.
What kind of check?
Another. Sorry. Another deck save.
Oh.
I think that might be enough actually. Yep. So yeah, you managed to even though you skip from pressure plate to pressure plate, you'll skillfully manage to dodge the blasts, blasts of air, and get safely across to the other side. So just Obol remains.
I'll wait until they move forward a bit, and then I'll shadow step.
Okay, so yeah, so you all safely cross over to the other side.
Sounds well.
Hurrah for level 7 skills.
Right, so the tunnel now is starting to is visibly like sloping upwards. Obvious to everybody that it's because it's quite steeply sloping upwards. And you go for another few hundred feet without seeing anything, and then you can see daylight ahead, and in the last 30 feet of the tunnel, there's more monkey faces this time carved into the ceiling.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So if they're in the ceiling, what is there anything underneath? Is
Nope.
just these monkey faces in the ceiling?
Yeah.
Any holes in the faces?
Yes. In the mouths again. Bigger this time.
Oh shit.
And these carvings run right up to the exit. And it looks from here. It looks like the tunnel exits out onto a ledge. So it looks from what you can see, it looks like it's it's elevated because you can see you're almost level with not level with the tops of the trees, but yeah, you can see the tops of the trees.
So how far is that away?
30 feet.
I won't ask you to recap everything. I was just going to say, so we can see out.
Yep, you can see. So this you can see the last 30 feet of this tunnel is ahead of you, and the end of the tunnel appears to open out onto a ledge. So it opens out into another cliff face. But at this time, it's hard to tell from here, but it looks like it's above ground level.
And the tunnel's always sloped up, hasn't it?
It has, but not. It's so now it's leveled out again.
Okay. So, not willing to get too giddy. I think we should proceed with caution, perhaps rope up if we're going to be going outside. So maybe we should rope up here and then proceed carefully, checking for traps till we get to the opening. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I was going to say check for traps on the floor, because if they're up there, they're going to be forcing air down. So that to me suggests that there's going to be some sort of pit trap or something like that that's going to be on the floor.
I'll prod an area with my staff again for arm's length. Under one of the faces.
Okay. So as you get close, before you get when you get maybe within about 5-10 feet of one of these faces, they all speak at once in common. It says, "Feed is our favorite food, and you shall pass safely."
Well, this is going to sound really stereotypical, but monkeys eat bananas, yeah? We still got them rotten bananas.
Oh, I think we chucked them, didn't we?
Yeah, because they're infested with larvae.
Feed is our favourite food, and we...
Do we know that's what monkeys like?
I suppose you could make a what's that, a nature roll?
Well, everybody.
It might have been something that Azaka pointed out when we found them.
But yeah, if you're not sure, you can make a you can make you can all make a nature roll.
Ooh, I got a decent one. 19. Oh, that reminds me, actually. All right, there's another one.
Like any fruit or
Sorry.
I mean, he is the spirit. It is Wakanga, the animal spirit, right?
Wongo.
Wongo, the animal spirit of Omu. Is that right?
Yeah, the great animal spirit of Omu.
That's what the inscription said.
Yeah. Trials. Welcome to the Trials of Wongo, mighty animal spirit of Omu.
Do we know anything about Wongo that we didn't know before?
No.
Oh.
Only what Cade remembered overhearing in while you're in Port Yanzaru.
Well,
Well, have we got any bananas, Phil? Did I pick any up with a
Have
foraging?
you got any bananas? Well, you can make a survival check. See if you actually found any other bananas. Okay.
13.
So yeah, you've got one. You've got one left that you kept that seemed to be fine.
Okay.
Just a quick question there. I mean, just from a cleric's perspective, deities don't typically want the offering you're giving them. What they want is the spirit of the offering. In other words, the fact that you're giving up something valuable, showing that they are. So they basically want devotees, worship, acknowledgement, that kind of stuff. So I mean, would an animal spirit want a banana to feed it, or would it want like?
Well, I've only got one, so I might as well try it. I'll offer the banana then, Phil.
So yeah. So what are you going to do exactly?
I don't know.
Describe what you're going to do.
What about what we tried last time on the temple, the ziggurat, when he walked across holding it?
It says feeders our favourite food, and they've got holes. You said in the mouths, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, can we reach the ceiling?
Yes, you can quite easily.
All right. Well, I'll move forward and I'll push the banana up. Peel it and just push it up to one of its mouths.
Okay, right. You push it slightly into one of the mouths, and it just like sucks it up.
Nice. I'll walk forward with trepidation.
Okay, right. Nothing happens.
And I'll go to the ledge then.
Okay, right. You walk to the end of the tunnel. So there's literally about half, not even a foot worth of ledge, and then the jungle, the cliff drops about 50, 60 feet to the jungle floor.
We're going to try walking across.
So you can, yeah. What's going? Yeah.
Hang on. I'm just typing this up. So you say it drops about how far?
About 50, 60 feet, roughly.
And the ledge is only about a foot.
Yeah, so there's only about maybe about a foot of ledge that's beyond the tunnel. So the rest, behind that, it's all it's cut. There's the monkey faces.
Then it drops. So about 50, 60 feet to the jungle floor.
Yeah.
I'll pull out the immovable rod then, Phil.
Okay.
Tie the rope to it.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
And I'll get ready to start dropping down as people are coming out.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'll walk across the wall.
You're gonna walk across the wall as a spider.
Yep.
Yep.
As a
Okay.
spider.
Right. As you do, the voice go, "You know, feed us!" And there's like the tunnel's filled with a powerful blast of air, and that just like attempts to eject you from the tunnel. You can make a strength saving throw. Wow. Okay. Right. So, Obold, suddenly this huge spider is forcefully ejected from the tunnel, colliding with you, and you can make a dexterity save to avoid being knocked off the ledge by a spider.
Good catch.
It's not gonna be.
Because it's at disadvantage
I'm
on
at disadvantage.
You're tied up though, aren't you?
No. Oh.
No, I'm.
Ow.
How close is Cade? How close is Cade?
Oh God, can he see you? Because I don't think he can really see you because the spider's blocking the tunnel. It like fills it, so tackling spider fills the entire tunnel almost. So yeah, you just both forcefully ejected from the tunnel. So you can still possibly use your slow fall or ball because you might be in
I
reach.
am going to be using my slow fall.
Right. Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to take a heck of a lot of damage.
Yeah. So you both fall. The jungle floor comes towards you quite rapidly.
Right. I was speaking to Mute. As soon as Tacklin started getting pumped out, they exit for Foot casts Featherfall, which he can do in a big cube up out to 60 foot away from himself.
Right.
Tacklin and Obold, whoever's spending in that space gets a Featherfall.
Right, lucky you. Okay, so yeah, you feather fall to the floor.
I was imagining Tacklin as kind of like a spitball in a straw.
Just a bundle of fur and legs. So luckily you magically drift safely and land safely on the jungle floor.
And we find any bananas to send back to them.
Ironically, you can hear the tunnel fills with like this sort of cacophony of laughter coming from these monkey faces. And yeah, so where you land on the floor, there's hundreds of banana trees.
Oh, lovely.
All right. Well, that's going to be good then. Tackling can go and gather up some bananas and then climb back up again and throw them down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Get out to the first monkey cave.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to. So Tackling manages to, with Tackling's help, Tackling Spider help, you managed to transport enough bananas back up to get you to allow you to all safely traverse this last part of the tunnel, leaving you stood on this narrow ledge above the jungle floor.
Make sure you bring the rod back down.
Yeah.
Is there a way down?
Yeah, either jumping or climbing. Yeah.
Oh, won't we go?
Oh, you just completely frozen, Lou. Oh, looks like Lou's dropped off Discord. No, somebody has. Oh, no, they haven't.
They did.
Oh,
The
they did
sound
briefly.
there. They did and came back again, but
Yeah.
Lou's is frozen, it looks like.
Yeah. So Lou, your thing on Discord's just completely frozen. If you can hear us.
It just looks like he's saluting everyone.
Yeah.
Not quite Rimmer style.
But
So, do we get anything for successfully traversing the cave?
oh, you're back, Lou.
Hey, yeah. Brilliant.
You get to pat yourself on the back.
Why?
Dan just asked if you get anything for safely traversing the cave. So you get to pat yourself on the back.
I'm just trying to get the screen back.
I'll attempt to pat myself on the back then, Phil.
Is that your compulsion to pat yourself on the back?
Yeah.
You have to stop
Sorry, I'm just trying to-
stop every so often to pat yourself on the back.
Every successful action.
Can you hear me?
Sorry?
Yeah. Yeah, can hear you.
Yeah.
I've lost the Discord screen. It's just showing me the icon spinning, so I can't see anybody or my buttons.
Yeah, I can see you. Dan's dropped off now.
Yeah, I think Dan's having issues.
I can't see or hear, Louis.
Yeah, Discord's playing up
I'll be going
on Dan. Sorry? Oh, and that's Lou gone again. God.
It's frozen. Well, it's not a salute this time. He's half a duck face, it looks like. No, sorry. Looks like he's eating a lemon.
Oh dear.
Keys on breaking up, Lou.
I do have an update. I did have an update pending for Discord. I don't know if that's fixed my issue.
Can see you, Lou.
Yeah, you can see you. Your video's back.
Can't hear you. So while Lou's trying to sort that out, so what are you doing? How are you getting down? You're just climbing down, or what are you doing?
Oh, there's the rod up there.
There
So
is.
hopefully one of them's got a rope to attach to it. But someone's going to have to bring the rod back down again.
Yeah.
I don't really think I can carry it because I'm still in spider form, so it'll have to be somebody else.
You can climb up anyway in spider form, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you can still press the button to stop it being immovable,
And then just knock it down.
and then just knock it off the ledge. Then
Yeah, do that then.
after everyone's climbed down.
Yeah. So I've just checked it, Lou, and it's not. It doesn't say it's your server. It doesn't say your server muted at my end.
I wonder if it's done the same as Dan's, if it's been updated or something.
Yeah, maybe it's to do with the Discord. Maybe it needs to update or something. Dan says we're an update.
So when I came on yesterday, there were 17 updates.
LNT?
Download. Yeah, 17 updates.
Okay, so what? So what are you doing? How's the rest of you getting down?
I think the consensus was they were going to wrap a rope around the immovable rod. They were all going to climb down, and then now we're going to go back up, press the button, push everything up end.
How are you going to press the button? You can't press the button as a spider.
Spider claws.
He'd be able to use one of his legs just to push the button, surely. It doesn't require an amazing amount of dexterity to
Go
just
on then. I
push the
shall.
button.
I shall. I'll let you do that, I suppose.
If it were like a twist and lock thing, then yeah, fair enough. But if it's just a button that causes it, he can just use one of his legs to push it in and just kick it off the side of the ledge.
Very well. Okay. So that'll require just a climb roll from Cade and Lu Hai then. Athletics.
Climbing down the rope.
Yep, climbing down the rope.
And we're going to slow fall down it anyway because it would be safer than me trying to climb down it.
Okay, that was a terrible roll, but it's good enough.
8.
Oh, 8. That isn't good enough.
No, we're going down. Get back down to ground level.
I'm lightweight. I should have advantage or something.
What were the thumbs up for? Is that another feather fall? Is it, Lou? Yeah.
Type
Okay.
in chat.
I'm going up the cliff, no going down. Oh, well, I presume you want to go, because you've come through it, so you want to, if you go up, you're just going to be on top of the thing that you've come through. So it's like a ridge.
On the other side, it was like 400 foot.
Yeah.
So what's it, another 340 feet up on?
Yeah,
this
something
side?
like that. If But if you climb
So,
to the
yeah.
top, you'll just be on the top of the ridge that you've come through, the tunnel's come through.
Yeah, so definitely going down.
Yeah. Right, yeah, so Cade gives a little shriek as he slips from the rope, but Fook, of course, saves him with a feather fall. And you all safely
Thank you.
get down to the jungle floor. Right. So that took you maybe a good hour to get through. Took you about an hour or so to get through that tunnel. So, what now? Continuing on your way?
The people that
I
were
think we're better off resting, aren't we? Because we haven't had the lunch yet.
Okay.
Taking a short rest for the lunch.
Yep. Yeah, you can take a short rest. Okay. So, if you all want to do a short rest, is there anything you want to anything extra you want to do during your rest? Short rest?
Get my chi back.
I like to do arcane recovery.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, anything you can, anything that triggers with a short rest, you can do that.
I can't sort out them boots.
No.
Fine for the moment, Louis. I've not lost that much. Depends on everyone else, though.
Don't forget to use your knock off a use of your
healing kit.
healing kit.
Yep.
Oh, go on and check that.
Healing kit.
Okay.
Cool.
So you all rest up. rest up for an hour, tending to your wounds, having something to eat and drink.
And then set off again.
Okay. Right. So you set off through the jungle, heading away from this ridge, and disappear back into the jungle. The rest of the afternoon passes without any incident. So if you want to make some checks, survival check for seeing if you can find a reasonable camping spot or not.
You do that, Tackman.
I don't mind. Can do. Which one's that?
Survival.
Survival.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Right. So tackling finds you a nice secluded vale that's completely roofed over by like a natural roof formed, kind of like a vine canopy forming a natural roof, and the grass is soft and sweet smelling. So usual camp preparation.
Yeah. For Fook having a look over these boots.
Okay. So let's see. Right, so you can make a Arcana check then.
You mean me?
No, I think Fafouk was doing doing
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to assist, so
Okay.
you can
Saying
do it with advantage.
assisted by Cade.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Right. So where are we?
If he's got a problem with Discord, can he use Foundries in game chat?
I don't think it'll work along with Discord, would it?
Well, I can have a look in a minute. Okay, so the boots, they don't require any level of attunement. It just requires the act of putting them on. And when you put them on, you find that you're able to walk easier and are unaffected by carrying heavy weights, and you can also jump 3 times further than normal.
Oh.
Fancy shoes.
Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight for him, Luhai?
So while wearing them, if your speed is less than 30 feet, it becomes 30 feet.
That's no good to us.
and your speed isn't reduced if you're encumbered or even if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor. And in addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump further than your remaining movement would allow. So you can jump 3 times normal, but it won't exceed what you're able to travel, move.
But I think that could work out quite well, actually. The movement bit's no use to us, but the other bits are pretty decent.
Ed's only moving at 20 anyway.
Kid, 25, isn't he?
To a 20.
I think he's 25.
25.
Yeah, because it was the same as tackling. Tackling's to 25 until he got his movement speed bonus. Because you'll go to 35.
I'm 35 now.
Yeah.
I've only got little legs.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know what you've done.
Foundry just went.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was trying that you suggested, Lee, and it caused it to restart.
I'll grab a couple while it's reloading.
Oh my god, but now it's doing all that stuff. Don't want that.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better.
Is that Discord or Foundry?
I think that's Foundry because I just killed off Discord.
Ah, cool. Well, that's really clear, that.
Unable to capture from your audio and video devices.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Cool. I think that's Foundry.
All Black's permission to update settings.
Yeah, I got the same. Don't have a video though. Oh, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you on Discord.
Yeah, because still see a video on Discord.
I wonder what's going on here. I've closed Discord, but I'm wondering if Discord isn't active in the background.
It's Discord that your voice is coming through.
I shut the damn thing down. When I boot it, it gives me just like a splash screen.
Well, it's still showing your video, and it's lighting up every time you're speaking.
Yeah, it is, yeah. That's weird.
Wow. Oh well.
Well, whichever way it works, so that's the important thing.
Awesome.
Oh, am I still affected by this thing, Phil?
What thing?
These tremors and ticks.
So you can make another save. Well, you can in the morning. You can make another save.
All right. I was just checking to see if it was still active.
Does that go for me as well?
It does, yeah. In the morning, you can make another save.
To wait for Foundry to load up.
Mine's loaded.
What kind of save is it? I get a Constitution into it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think for the boots because, I mean, what's your encumbrance like, Cade?
Encumbrance.
It only lets you move 30 anyway.
I am below the max, so I'm not affected by it, and my movement is only 25, not 30.
It gives him 5 foot extra movement.
Yeah, I would be able to catch up with the rest of you. That would be nice. But if anyone else needs it, feel free. I don't need it to carry lots of stuff. I don't have much stuff.
What's the level at which it starts slowing down due to what you're carrying?
It depends on your strength. Because it's on your sheet. If you look at the green bar at the bottom on your equipment on your sheet, it'll show you like it's got like a fake line to where your encumbrance starts, affecting your speed.
Yeah.
So while you're in green, you're fine. And as soon as you get past that first one, mine drops 10 feet. So I drop down from 45 feet movement down to 35.
Sure.
And then into the next one, drop it right down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about five times your strength score, I think, into you can carry before you become encumbered.
Yeah, I'm like 3 pounds under that. Yeah, my suggestion was just K, just to get his base movement up to 30. But I mean, if sort of 5 foot isn't a big difference, then I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I don't think the food needs it particularly. On a monk, obviously the 3 times jump makes quite a big difference.
So it won't allow you to exceed your remaining movement. So if you've run 10 feet and your movement is 30 feet, it won't allow you to jump more than another 20, more than 20 feet. If you get what I mean.
What about if you're doing a dash? So if we can move 90,
yeah.
As an example, I can move 45 and jump 45.
Yeah. So you remain whatever your remaining movement is. Yeah.
It might be better off for some of the very mobile characters to have this because of the jump. Because I don't need jump. I can fly. You know.
Well, no. This is the next point I was going to make is in my books it's either the most heavily encumbered if it's dropping movement, or it's full mobility, and that I think Tacklin's got lots of options if he needs to get around. Obol can actually literally jump chasms using Shadow Step. K can fly. The fruit can do all sorts. So I suppose it's Lazaya then for mobility, so you can actually clear obstacles.
Yeah. Give it to him. Give it. I don't need it. Give it to him. You know, and it's the best option. Best option because he's gonna be more versatile. Yeah, do it.
Gives you a jumping distance of 36 feet then.
That's world record territory.
So remember that, it's where I missed this at 30 feet. You could just jump that with this.
Yeah. And it can be encumbered and it's not going to drop your movement speed as well.
So you're going to be the Sherpa.
Well, below 30.
So is Lou High taking him?
Nobody else wants them.
You need it more. You need it more than us.
I think it gives you more movement options because you can carry more stuff if you need to, and you're not going to be your speed's not going to drop being encumbered. But for you, the better thing is the jump times 3, because if you do a dash, you need to jump across something. You've got a jumping distance that are 36 foot.
I thought you couldn't jump more than you could move with them.
Yeah, but if you're doing a dash, it means you can move. You've got 90 feet of movement. So you could do a 10-foot run-up and jump 36 feet.
I'll take them if nobody else is interested.
No, I think that's the wrong way to present the situation. the party as a whole is looking at this and saying you're probably on balance going to get the most benefit. So if you say, I don't want them, then they're definitely people who could use it, but you're the one who probably gets the most out of it.
Yes.
Does that make sense? We want you to have it because it gives you extras.
Yeah, gives you more mobility.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've got shadow step as long as it's somewhere that's in dim light or darkness. But it just gives you that extra bit of mobility.
All right, shall we carry on?
Yep.
So you
Yeah.
take it. Is Luhai taking them then?
Yeah, I'll take them then.
Okay. Right. They are. Right. Add them to your character sheet.
You've added it?
Yeah.
Oh.
First,
Should be in your
drop off.
inventory. Should be in your inventory. Should. Oh, I can't see them.
Right.
Yeah, I can't find it up.
No, I can't see them. That's weird.
It's taking a long rest then, aren't we? Because we're bedding down for the night.
That's right.
Big sleep.
So I've got my downtime. Ugh.
Oh, I found them, yeah.
Where are they?
Long rest.
Put them. Oh
It's
yeah,
just
put in equipment. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that my ring's just disappeared.
Your ring.
What's wrong ring?
Ring of protection.
Yeah.
It's in the loot tab for some reason.
It's disappeared.
No, it's in the
Wait a minute.
loot tab at the bottom. I can see it. Ring of protection +1.
No, it's not showing up on mine.
Right at the bottom.
You might
It's
have
in
to
the loot
expand
tab.
the tab.
Yeah,
You might have to expand the tab.
alright. It was stuck for some reason.
Okay.
And I've got a
It wouldn't-
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
it's not a disadvantage, this, is it?
No.
It's just dexterity and strength. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Don't
13
saving
up
throw.
then.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. Saving throw. Yeah. Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you bastard!
Oh, it's a
Choo-choo
1.
train.
It's a 1. I suppose Cade might be able to save you
out.
from Thomas.
Yeah, do it again, please.
These fucking rolls. Oh,
Well, you
Oh,
doubled
see?
it.
50% more. Well done.
Okay. So Obald, you recover from
Oh, thank God.
from your tics and tremors, whereas Luhai continues with his as yet undisclosed obsessive behaviour.
Violent crotch scratching.
Violent masturbation.
what?
Well, if you're not going to pick one, we'll pick one for you.
Right, so it's it's dawn of the next day, so it's just after 6 on the morning of 5/6 the 21st. Are you making? Is there anything different you want to do this morning? Anybody?
No, still just normal stuff. Eat, drink,
Okay.
set off, back.
Righto then. So if there's nothing in particular, then you can make your navigation, your survival checks for the day, for the morning. For the navigation and foraging.
Super rolls.
Origin. Slightly better than tackling, but not much.
We're going back through that cave, aren't we? Going in through Monkey's ass.
Right. Okay. So tackling leads you off into the jungle. Orbald, you're not. Your attempts at foraging are prove fruitless today.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, echoing back of somebody again. So you've been going for about an hour and a half, something like that, and you come across a section of jungle where a number of zombies dangling from ropes by their ankles, hanging upside down about 15 feet from the ground, and like vainly struggle, like twitch and struggle against the ropes around their ankles. Although they, obviously not really aware of what's impeding the movement.
Make a suggestion that we tread carefully just in case there are traps laying around.
Yep.
I put in the discovered Exxon Phil.
You what? Sorry?
The uncovered hex, the
Oh,
fog of
right.
war.
Yeah. Oops.
Seen any signs of activity as to who would be laying the zombie trap?
Well, you can make a perception check.
Everybody?
Yeah, anybody can make it. One from tackling, one from Obold, one from Fafoot, one from. So right, there's a sudden like twanging noise, and as branches flash upwards, and everybody by Lu Hai manages to step in a trap and find themselves whipped into the air. Sorry?
I haven't rolled mine. Yet.
All right, sorry, go on then. I thought that. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at your survival check.
Oh, yeah, I'm trapped.
Yeah. So yeah, you all find yourself whipped into the end, dangling about 15, 20 feet from the ground by your ankles. Yeah. Dangled upside down. It classes as restrained.
I'm casting a spell.
So classed as restrained. Restrained, speed is 0, cannot benefit from attack rolls against creature advantage, you have disadvantage on dexterity saves.
I'm casting this.
Okay, so yeah, Cade skillful quickly removes himself from the trap, leaving the rest joining Lou high on the ground, leaving the rest of you dangling painfully by your ankles.
Catch all the coins and diamonds falling out of pockets. So.
I look at Lou. What's next?
Quickness in the down, Phil. Was that?
Finish it up and start cutting through the net.
So at this point, you can all make another perception roll.
Oh my god.
Is it on mine dim enough light to use shadow step, Phil?
No.
Even under the trees?
Yeah.
But Fook's got someone's ass in his face, he can't see a thing.
I'll just do my,
So I'm curious about this shadow step thing. Do you have to start in a shadow and arrive in a shadow?
Yeah, I need to be in dim light, and I can use it to move to another shadow within 60 feet.
You need to buy a big umbrella. And you can start from anywhere. Let's see if Phil bites for it.
We could cast minor illusion. We could cast minor illusion, and if you go into the illusion, you might be shielded.
No, it won't be a look because it's an illusion. It might look like to you, it would look like, but it wouldn't be. So perception checks. Were these second perception checks?
Yeah.
Okay, so Fook is oblivious.
Hang on. You rolled a 1. I'm nearby, within 30 feet. So you roll again, please, Fook.
Okay, no, thank you very much. Is it important to roll high on this, or you just
Yeah, but listen, I can do it next turn again, so don't worry about it. Just do it.
Well, it got better, but not by much.
I need a ability
Got you
which is
better.
+5 to my allies.
So yeah, so nobody notices until let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, 1, 2, 3. There's all 1, 2, 3. So let's see.
18, not good enough, Phil.
No, it isn't. Right. So no one notices until you see a rather large, strange-looking snake curling its way down the rope that from which Fook is suspended by.
How big is this snake?
It's probably about 15 foot long or so, and it's got a strange sort of blue scaly head with like a row of like spines running down its running along the sides of its head.
Does it look like a constructor snake, or does it look like a venomous
It
one?
looks
Sound
like a
good.
real snake. It's about like
No.
about 15 foot long, and as it sort of descends down this rope, its color and texture shifts, so you keep losing sight of it as it blends into the
I
rope.
showed that. I don't know if snakes can hurt me, but I showed to the snake, leave my friend alone.
Okay, so right, so,
Okay, can I target this snake with a spell?
I suppose you can try. So you have to roll an initiative then. Roll me an initiative then for Cade.
7.
Okay, right. You surprisingly beat the snake.
Really? Oh my God!
What are you doing?
You know this rope. How thick is the rope, please?
Pretty standard. About I don't know, maybe about half an inch.
Okay, so if I hit it with firebolt, would that cut the rope?
It would, but it's very hard tight to it, so it would be at disadvantage to hit that.
What chance of hitting the snake?
Fine. I target the snake, the rope, and if I miss, I'm gonna hit the snake. Okay, deal?
So you're targeting the rope.
Yes, where the snake is.
Okay. Go on then. Wow, that's a whole lot of dice there.
Uh,
Which one was it?
I don't.
20.
Yeah, so even with that 20, with a disadvantage.
Which one's a hit roll?
The 20.
So it's 12 points of damage.
God, I
12
can't
points of damage, 20 to hit with a
I can't
disadvantage.
make head and the tail of that. Where is it all? 20.
It tells you the name, range, components, and then tells you the attack roll underneath it.
23.
And then
23,
20.
Right.
The second roll, the disadvantage one was a 20.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
God, it just does it weird from beyond D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it's because it's D&D Beyond, that's why.
Okay, right. So that strikes the rope and it damage. Yeah, so it severs the rope and Fook plummets to the ground.
Awesome. That was my target. My goal. Sorry.
Takes 7 points bludgeoning damage.
He will survive.
Excellent.
You welcome. You welcome.
The big scrambles up, try and keep eyes on the snake.
Okay, right. So the snake then let's see, where are we? Spring takes it right. Okay. Oh, right. So the snake suddenly launches itself from where it's wrapped around the rope, and like as it launches itself from the rope, it tenses up so it's almost like a javelin as it tenses and flies through the air and towards Cade, but it just like impacts headfirst into the dirt.
Can I cast Sacred Flame method?
Yeah, you can roll an initiative, I suppose.
Do you want me to? Are you going to add me to the?
I haven't got, so just roll in. Just roll. Yeah, you can roll as well, Luhai. Yeah. Just roll in. Just roll a 20.
Just roll a 20.
Yeah, and add your dex thing. Alright, because I've got a thing set up. So just
I go on 20.
Sorry.
I go on 20.
Oh yeah. See, yeah. So
Can I roll as well?
Sorry.
Can I roll as well?
Why? What are you doing?
Trying to get out of this thing.
Yeah, okay, you can, I suppose. So I got a 20, a 24. So it's all ball first. Is tackling, doing it, or just taking in the view, dangling from his ankle.
I'll just dangle here for a bit.
Okay, so it's all ball twat first. Then, so you can make a escape attempt, which is.
What's that going to be? Sleight of hand or?
I'm just looking.
Or acrobatics?
It used to be a thief skill, escape bonds, something like that.
Yeah, it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be able to tablet anymore. Until they use an action, basically. So it'll be a strength check, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Okay, right, yeah, you managed to escape from the rope and yeah, drop to the floor.
Nice.
So
Can I use acrobatics to lessen any damage?
you can.
Yay.
Yep. Okay, so you land somersault and land safely on the floor.
Heh.
Right. So next to that then is picks himself up with a crick in his neck. Can you hear us, Fafuk?
Oh, yes, sorry, I passed Sacred Flame at the snake.
Oh, right. Okay. So
He's
same DC.
15.
Yep. Yeah. Same. So DC 15. So
Takes 5 if he saves, 10 if he doesn't.
okay, fails.
It takes 10.
10. Okay, right. The and the snake just like sort of curls up in on itself and is dead.
That it?
Yeah.
Thought it were going to be something special.
Oh, do you want something special, Lazar?
And it's
Well, at least we found his meal for the day.
Yep. Yeah. Like,
Snake.
can I taste him?
Yeah. Tastes like chicken.
Yum,
Yeah. I'm getting my penknife out and start carving.
Okay. Okay.
We still haven't explained the zombies. Have we worked out who set the zombie traps then?
So no, you've not seen any sign of who set these traps. No.
Well, in that case, while Cade's cooking snake supper, for Fuchs casting Sacred Flame at the dangling zombies till they're all dead.
Okay. Cade, can you make a survival check? See if you can butcher this snake
Yep.
properly, or just make a complete hash of it till there's nothing left to eat. Was that 14 or 16? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, no, always the first, 14.
14. Okay, right. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, what's somebody else doing while Cade's butchering this snake and Fafuk is doing a mercy killing on the zombies?
Just dangling there saying,
Oh yeah, Tacklin's still dangling by his ankle.
I don't like it up here. Somebody cut me down.
How far is he up?
Is 15 feet above the floor, so his ankle is about 20. About 20 feet up. His ankle.
It's like a snare trap. Then surely there's going to be some kind of rope nearby that should.
Yeah, quite
me go?
possibly. You can probably you can cut. You can probably find the other end of it and cut you free, cut you loose, so you're like.
Don't fall terribly.
Anything? Nobody?
No.
No. Apparently, just leave it there.
Whereas there's
I think how we can get him down.
I was just thinking whether I could jump up.
The rope.
you can jump up.
Well-
And just pull him down.
Well, as Tackling says, there's probably it's a snare thing, so there's probably the rope's other end of it is attached somewhere.
Yeah.
I
Just
look
have
for
to
it.
have a look around and see where we can find it. Try and make sure we don't get caught up in any more snares.
We light a fire to cook the snake, but inadvertently put it under tackling.
Just so you can smell the cooking snake. And
Okay.
then choke on the fumes.
Okay, so you manage to find, searching around, you quickly manage to find the a means to safely lower Tackling to the ground.
We didn't say we're going to do it safely, Phil.
Sorry. Are these ropes like industrial Port Nyanzaru sold ropes, or are these like home constructed?
Yeah,
I live in the bush?
somebody's like constructed them. Yeah. They've
Are
not
these
been.
old ropes and new ropes?
Um, they're not. They've not been there for. They're not ancient now.
Okay, interesting. Well, good to know. Is this lunchtime, right?
No, it's only like about an hour. It's only just after 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should just book to the snake and take it with us then, and cook up for lunch when we
Yeah.
get it.
He'll dress it and then take it with us for lunch.
Yep. Cool. We do that.
Okay, right. So you pick yourselves up and carry on. You can all make another perception check as you carry on.
Shit. Oh, you git. Rolled off a 17.
I need one from Lu Hai and Fafuk and from Cade. Oh no, we got one from Cade. Sorry. Oh no, we haven't. No.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was just for the survival stuff. Do you say perception?
A perception,
perception.
indeed. I presume that's the first one.
Always the first one,
Yeah.
if it's not advantage or disadvantage.
Okay. And just a Lu Hai. You there, Lee?
I just went to the toilet.
Oh. A perception check, if you would.
Perception.
While you're peeing up against the tree.
Frantically masturbating.
Now we're just lowering the level, that what, Lee? Phil?
It's on the obsessive compulsive disorder. He's not picked some, so I've decided that's what it is.
Patting myself on the back.
Yeah.
It's
So
like that.
That's a euphemism, is it?
It's like
Just
that
patting
accountant
myself
at
on the
Sons
back.
of Anarchy. But it's like
myself
that
on-
accountant at Sons of Anarchy. One where they chop off his fingers.
Fingers.
Yeah.
No, I watched it.
You should, it's good. It's really good.
Okay, so you all carry you carry on anyway, and eventually you call a halt to around midday to rest up, and eat and drink before you set off on your merry way again.
Brilliant.
So it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. The heat's getting a little bit oppressive, and it's you're slowing your pace dramatically. You're having to stop and rest every hour or so to take a drink and catch your breath. And when you come across a vine-choked, partially crumbled temple, another temple to Ubtao, and hundreds of scarlet macaws are perched on and around it, chirping away happily, and you can see a glow coming from within.
You say covered in macaws, the birds.
Yes. So scarlet macaws, like just just perched all over it and all around it. Just hundreds of them.
Cast some detect magic to see if the thing's magical.
So what's the range of the magic?
30 foot.
30 foot. No, you can't detect. You can't pick anything up from here. From where you stood, you're probably over 30, probably at least 30 foot away from this ruin.
Okay,
If not much
cautiously
further.
approach, checking for traps.
Okay, what's everybody else doing? Is that what?
Yeah. Forward cautiously.
Just a pile over there.
Furiously masturbating.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. No objections. So that's what you're doing. Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. So you can make a perception. So the person with the best perception amongst you go in as a group. So you can make a perception check. You can make it advantage since presumably everybody's helping. So there you go. Whoever's got. Oh, so somebody's decided to do that. So Fafook does it. Right. So you see no sign of any traps, and you as you approach this ruin. So yes, as you approach, you can detect some kind of magic. It's maybe transformation magic coming from inside, but you're not sure. It's a bit indistinct.
Tower again. Is it that maze symbol?
There is no maze. There's no maze maze like decorations visible on the temple at the minute. But no, sorry. These on the There's some There's the typical maze decorations on the exterior walls. That's how you recognise it as another temple to Ubtao.
Which type of magic do you say it was?
Possible. Well, you asked for food.
Sorry, say again.
Which type of magic did you say it was?
Transformation.
I wonder if it's another teleport pad.
That's what I was thinking.
I'd check it out.
I slowly head forward, checking for traps.
Okay, yeah, there's no traps.
All right. So head inside towards what's glowing magically.
Okay, so so as you enter this ruin, all the parrots suddenly go completely silent, and they all turn and shuffle around to watch you.
It's the birds.
Right. So inside, as you step through the ruined entrance to this temple, you see the source of the glow. It's a large stone slab or altar that bears a carving of another maze, like a maze pattern. It sort of glows with a golden light, and behind this altar is a 15-foot tall stone statue of an aspect of Ubtao.
Which aspect is this?
So he's got there's like a parrot perched on his shoulder. He appears like a chultan, but there's a parrot perched on his shoulder.
Right. Do we know anything about the parrot aspect of Ubtao?
Well, I suppose you could somebody or all of you could make a religion check at disadvantage, since your knowledge of Chultan religion is limited at best.
What colour was that parrot that kept shitting on us, Phil?
What colour was that parrot? That was like a one of them, like a red and green, yellow and green, yellow and blue. Sorry, macaw. Or in fact, or rather a parrot. So these are macaws, not parrots, which is kind of slightly different, I believe.
Yeah.
I think macaws are bigger.
I think macaws have more. They are bigger because I think they've got a bigger wingspan and more feathers than just a general parrot.
Yeah.
Oh, more macaw.
Yeah, more plumage.
So it's at, like I say, it's at disadvantage. The history
Yeah,
check.
it's religion, a disadvantage.
Oh, crap. Well, it's the same. It's the same for me anyway. Right, I'll roll. I'll roll. Bloody hell! Why is it not active? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's weird. Only some of my skill checks highlight. Okay, so it's the same roll again. I'll take that. Take the lower one. Come on, where's the arrow keys? There we go. +1. 17.
Okay. Oh, so you got a 20 and a 17. Oh, it's 17, so yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
No.
I got a 13.
Nobody else is doing it.
Oh, sorry. Roll.
Religion check
So
at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, because you're an atheist.
I'm not. Um,
7.
Here it is. He's an atheist.
7.
7, radio. Yeah. Heathen. Still waiting for one. I'll go.
Go.
oh,
Never mind.
Thomas!
You're definitely an
Brain is strong.
atheist.
Right, okay.
And it's strong tonight.
No,
So no, there's so I think pretty much Fafouk is the only one. So no, you don't recall anything about parrots, but you believe you remember hearing something about there being an aspect of Ubtwal that just represents his love for children people. So he appears when he interacts. Sometimes when he supposedly interacted with them, he'd appear as one of them.
Okay.
So as to be able to mingle, interact and mingle with them without their knowledge.
I mean, do we want to mess with this? Usually, by tracing the maze pattern on the altar, you can get things get revealed. Do we want to have another go? See if it shows us something interesting.
Sure.
You can do.
If we do what?
The book heads up to the altar and starts tracing the line. Try and find
Getting
us.
away very quickly, Phil.
Okay, so as Fafouk approaches the altar, a single gold and white parrot lands in the open hand of the statue of Ubtao, and it speaks, and it says, "Touch the altar and explore the maze of your lives."
Doesn't sound good.
Does it say anything else?
It doesn't say anything else. No, it just sits there looking at you.
Well, the book's a curious sort, so you'll go and do it.
Okay, right. So as you touch it, there's a sudden blinding flash of golden light that radiates out from the altar, filling the entire ruin and exploding out through outside, surrounding the entire structure. This blinding golden light. When it dissipates and you can see again, you find yourselves in a circular room. The walls made of solid gold, and the floor and ceiling made of swirling clouds filled with with motes of glowing lights, and a gentle breeze blows through the place, and there is but one single exit, a golden corridor leading off.
I smell a trap.
Sorry, are we all here?
Sorry?
Is the whole party here?
Yes, everybody.
Oh, shit. There are things in my my character's backstory I don't think I really need to know about. Oh well, Fafook checks the door for traps, but it's kind of the only way out. So
It's not a door. It's just so it's just a corridor leading off the room.
okay.
What did the parrot say again, Phil?
Touch the altar and explore the maze of your lives.
So Fafook cautiously heads down the passage, I suppose, unless someone else wants to be in front.
Am I going in marching order if you want?
Checking for traps, of course.
Okay, you all heading off down this corridor.
Yeah.
Corridor lined with solid gold. The walls of solid gold, and the floor and ceiling made up of just like I say, it looks like transparent clouds amongst which swirl like these glowing points of light. Okay.
Yeah, I've learned not to give in to temptation.
So who's leading the way?
Fafook will if no one else wants to.
Okay.
Clear.
Checking.
Okay. So you head down the passageway for a short distance, and you come to a junction. There's a passage off to your left, one off to your right, one to your top left, one to your top left, one to your top right, one immediately in front of you, and also a spiral staircase descending down.
Wow. You have a map?
No.
Well, bugger, left it. So there's left, right, top left, top right,
Straight
straight ahead,
forward and down.
down. Down first, then.
Okay. Everybody following Fafook?
That would be the best course of action.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you descend down this just short spiral staircase, and you find yourself in another circular room with 4 exits leading off. One in front, one behind, one to the left, one to the right.
We need to stop so we can stop mapping the South Pole.
That's up to you.
Give me a moment. And you said there were 4 exits.
Yep.
The circular room, left, right, forward, back.
Yep.
And the one that we came in through, is that one of the exits?
So there's a staircase that goes back up.
Okay, so that's a staircase. Okay. I suppose we go down. We go the one behind us.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Radio. Everybody sticking together?
Yeah.
Yep.
So is there any way to mark out where we've been? Like a piece of chalk or something? Has anybody got anything like that? Don't want to get caught short again. I've been in this situation before and it fucking sucked.
We can use prestidigitation to mark things for an hour. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, I don't have that. Okay, do you have that?
So do I have what?
The prestidigitation, the spell.
No, I can't pronounce that spell. I never use it.
Oh, maybe we've got the alchemy jug. Could try and get some paint or ink or something.
Yeah,
A way like that.
I've got nothing that'll last long enough to be useful.
Ink sounded that would be useful.
Yeah. I got nothing to write with, but not when we just splunged it down, so I can see where we've.
Use your finger.
Yeah.
Which tunnel did we take?
We went down the stairs, and then we're taking the tunnel. We're coming into the round chamber, then we're going backwards on ourselves.
Yeah, as if we're directly one floor below where we've been.
Oh, right.
Okay, what's next then?
Right. Okay. So you head down this tunnel, and you come to a another junction. There's a tunnel off to your left, one off to your right, and one off to your sort of top left.
So we come to another one. Junction. Left, right, or top left. Take the top left one.
Okay. Right. So you head up, and it following this passageway. It takes a turn to the right, and then switches to the left, and then to the right again, and comes to a dead end.
That's right.
No way to get through.
It's just a solid gold wall.
Okay. I suppose we better trace our steps back then.
Okay, right, so you retrace your steps, you go back round the corner, and there's a solid gold wall.
Right, so now we're trapped in a section of tunnel. So there's no other exits now, we're just in the tunnel.
So you've just gone round the corner, so yeah, it's another dead end.
Okay. Yeah. Start rapping on the floors and ceilings to see if there's a secret hidden exit somewhere.
Okay, so you're rapping on the floor and the ceiling. Your hand kind of passes through the floor and the ceiling slightly. It's not, it's slightly insubstantial. And as your hand passes, the floor and the ceiling. As your hand passes through it, sort of causes the like clouds to swirl about as your hand passes through them.
Stick my face through to see if I can see through the fourth wall.
Alright, so pressing your face like up against it, so strangely you can't push your face through, although your hand goes through it a little bit, your face doesn't. And as you stare through it, you can make a perception roll. Okay, right. So as you stare, like peer through these swirling clouds and like moving points of light, you start to the parts this like swirling cloud starts to part slightly, and below you can just make out a passageway, a gold walled passageway. And in this passageway, you can see 5 figures, one of which appears to be knelt down on the floor. And it's with a little disturbed. You realise that you're looking down at yourselves.
Pippa pulls his head back and says, "This is most bizarre. I think I can see us in a different tunnel down there.
Ray,
Do you want to
continue.
go?
I'm just gonna
try?
let the cat out of the room.
So we're going to say cat out of the bag then.
One thing I remember him saying when we were talking to the Naga, she said that one who is lost in a maze of their own guilt will be your guide.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's relevant here.
What are you doing?
Well, I've told the party what I can see. In fact, I could probably cast minor illusion and actually show them what I'm seeing.
Uh-huh.
We could just have a look ourselves.
Yeah.
So peering through. You're peering through, and as you stare, look through the cloud. This like cloudy sort of whatever it is, slowly parts, and you can eventually, in the distance, you can just see quite a long way below you. This corridor with what looks, and like I say, it looks like you're looking down on yourself from above somehow. So you're in one end of an L-shaped corridor.
As we walk up and down, check how long it is.
Okay, so anybody else doing anything?
What's that other end?
Sorry.
What's at the other end of the corridor?
Okay, so you're going back round to the other, going back round the corner.
Do we know?
Yeah, just a blank wall.
All right.
So what are you doing then exactly?
Well, if we were surprised that we all came in here because he assumed it was like a personal trial. Maybe we have to separate from each other in some ways and work through our own maze, as it were. So if all could run a maze with every single one of us in a random maze, wouldn't that be awesome? What do you guys think? Okay, Paul.
Go on, guys. You've all got voices. Speak up.
Well, I don't know what's
I don't understand what he said.
I'm just lost with where we are, to be honest.
For Food Call Try, obviously I'll try all the walls to see if there's anything that is different. Can we reach the ceilings or are they too high?
No, you can reach. You can sort of reach up and touch it, and it's like I say, it's the same. It's the same as the floor.
Does magic work here? It tries to cast minor illusion.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can look up at the ceiling then?
Yeah, you can look up at the ceiling. The ceiling's made of the same stuff as the floor.
I'll look through it though.
Well, yeah, it's semi-transparent. Yeah.
Same image.
Well, you can. What you want to see if you can see through it?
Yeah.
You can make a perception roll. What's everybody else doing? What's Tackling doing? What's Orbol doing? What's Cade doing?
I'm doing nothing because I'm just confused about where we are.
I'm just watching their back.
How about Tackling?
I don't think splitting up's best course or best thing to do at the moment until we realise what the fuck's going on. Not rushing into anything, I guess.
So Luhai, as you look up look intently up at the ceiling, eventually the like cloudy sort of makeup of the ceilings parts slightly, and high above you you can see another corridor, and you can see the feet. You can see you're looking up at somebody, a group of 5 people stood in a corridor that looks exactly like the one that you're stood in. And as you look, you realise that you're looking. It looks like you're looking at yourselves from below somehow.
You're looking up your own skirt.
Yeah, furiously masturbating.
Phil, when we look up or down, is the corridor that we're looking at exactly the same as if it was mirrored, or does it look different at all?
No, it looks the same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
So can we see the walls that would cut us off?
So you can only see the part of the corridor that you can, as if that you can see that you stood in. So for something you can't see, as if you can't see the rest of the corridor.
Right. Okay.
So it's kind of, your view is limited to the bit that you can actually see that you're stood in.
That makes sense.
So you can't see the whole, even though you're looking at it from beneath, you can't see the whole thing.
That's the question. Whether or not I could see if there are any hidden walkways or anything based on what they're looking at. Okay.
So, end of the corridor was a solid wall.
Sorry?
So the end of the corridor was a solid wall.
Well, you went down this corridor, you went round twists and turns a while, and you came to a dead end. You turned round, went back round the first corner, and it was a dead end.
We stand out the corner and see if both ends are just dead ends now then.
So you peer around the corner, you can see there is a door
Ah,
at the end of the corridor.
I suppose we head up to the door then.
Okay, right. It's just a normal, ordinary looking door.
Check for traps, and then if there's nothing that appears untoward, we'll open it up.
Okay, perception check then.
Perception.
Okay, there are definitely no traps on the door.
I can't remember the last time I rolled one of them.
Okay, so you open up the door, and the door opens into a circular room with a corridor leading off ahead of you, and a spiral staircase going up and down.
Ooh, interesting.
We came down, didn't we?
Yeah.
A spiral staircase going down in the room that we came into the first time. Go down.
Yep. Everybody following?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. Right. You descend the spiral staircase into a square room.
Ooh.
So, leading out the square room is the staircase that you've just come out of, going back up. And there's also a staircase that runs around the edges of the sides of the room that's going up.
Oh, so we came in the side of the room.
No, the staircase comes into the centre of this square room, and around the sides of the room, there's a staircase that's going up that follows follows the sides, 4 sides of the room, and then goes up through the ceiling.
Okay, and there's no other exit?
No.
Okay, well then we go around the sides, heading up, I suppose.
Okay. Right, you find yourselves, you go up the staircase, and it emerges into a square room with 2 corridors leading off. One to your left and one to your right.
And just square around. Corridors left and right. What was that one? I'll go left, please.
Everybody following Farouk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Right, you go left. You go just what? Can't be more than a few paces, and you come to another junction, and paths radiate out in all directions. There's about 8 paths, 8 other corridors in total, radiating out from this corridor.
Stay.
All the while, there's a breeze blowing through this like gentle, refreshing breeze blowing through this the corridors.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. So which direction is the breeze blowing?
You can make a wisdom check.
Wisdom. Sorry, my character sheet's not reacting. Give me a second.
Oh, I'm going to say I'll try as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like a dodo.
What breeze? I can't feel the breeze. So yeah, it's the you can it seems to be most strongest from the one of the corridors to your right.
I'll say I think we should follow this breeze, and I feel it's coming from this passageway over here. Let's proceed this way, and I head towards that passageway, checking for traps and things.
Okay, can make a perception roll. Everybody following Fafouk?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Go on then. Pardon me, perception roll.
Perception.
Okay, there's no traps at all. So you follow the corridor, and it turns and starts running at an angle, like a 45-degree angle to your left, and then slopes steeply down about 45 degrees.
Wow. Okay.
And after a few minutes, you come to a golden door.
Right. Gently snip it in case of that electrical ionization. And then try to open it.
Okay. Right as you open it, the corridor is filled with a blinding golden light. And you can hear the sound of people screaming and swords clashing. And
Doesn't sound good.
as your sight returns, you find yourselves in a city, a glorious city of golden towering buildings, is overrun with zombies, and upon their heads are tattooed fresh purple triangular tattoos. And people are being cut like dragged down and devoured and torn apart in front of you. Men, women, children, and amongst all the chaos stands an armored man wielding a flaming sword.
Ooh.
And as you watch, he turns and hacks the head clean from a huge dinosaur upon which some people are trying to flee.
So he's with the zombies then.
Yes.
Do we recognize the fall of the city of, what was it, Mesro? With the zombie army? It was Mesro, right?
Yeah, there was a place called Mesro, yeah.
So we were told about Mesro falling, but then it actually went to a different plane. That's what the Oracle told us.
Mm-hmm.
And it was attacked by a guy called Was it Russ in the Sea? Russ in the Sea.
Uh-huh.
So Fufu suspects this is Russ in the Sea with his zombie army attacking Mesro. What do you guys think?
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, sounds like what the sage described, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Miracle, sorry.
Does it look like we're part of the scene, or people reacting to it being there?
So as you look around, and this figure like wipes the blood from this flaming blade, he turns and he seems to see you, and he marches straight towards you.
Oh.
As soon as he reacts, the boot's going to guiding bolt him in the face just to see what happens.